Hey guys, Wheeljack here. Make sure I'm not covering the microphone thing. I'm still using my phone. Hopefully everybody's doing okay in this weird, wacky time we have now. So, just a few updates. I'm not at the moment 100% ready to do any recording yet. I finally got my computer rebuilt, upgraded, and fixed. So, I figured, why not go through the history of what systems I've had since the last time I recorded any videos. So shortly after, and pardon the lighting, there we go. That's a little bare. I only have one light bulb. My other three burned out, and I haven't gone to the store yet because they close by the time I get home. So please excuse the shiny bald head. It's humid as all heck. So anyway, back to what I was saying. Let's go through the walkthrough of since the ultimate gaming rig that I used to have, that unfortunately fried itself to death thanks to the liquid cooler doing it. And I want to apologize. I forgot to look at the last video to see if there was any stuttering or missyncing. If there is missyncing, please excuse it. I'm turning around trying my best. Like I said, right now I got a low-end phone. Let me see something here real quick. There we go. That's use my TV as lighting. So anyway, my original PC. Let's see if I can remember all the specs. 32 gigs of RAM, RX 290. That's when they first came out. 9590, the toaster oven of AMD processors. At the time, I had it clocked at, I think it was like 5.2 was stable, but I kept it around 5-ish because I knew if I went too long at 5.2, it would degrade it too much. So, unfortunately, that whole system went kaput. So, due to the financial issues and whatnot I've had, I just was running my late wife's notebook for cruising the internet because it had Wi-Fi, and I was borrowing my neighbor's. I was throwing him a couple bucks a month to use his Wi-Fi. So, once I got into the new place, which I've been here a year and a half, I have officially been paying the rent for the past 6 months as I took over rental lease. That's a little, double down there, the rental agreement. Thanks to my friend and co-worker helping me out. But while she was doing that, I was able to build this. Now I'll show this to you real quick. So this all started at the rise, at the beginning of the whole AMD Ryzen. Now, I don't know how good this is going to come out. It's not going to come out too good. But this is my Asus Prime 8 320M-K micro ATX port. Now, I had I believe it was a 1400, first generation 1400. So that's what? R5? R3. It was enough to get me going. Now I'm not going to mention the graphics card because the graphics card, well, I'll mention the graphics card. The graphics card that was started out in this was a Red Devil 8 gigabyte. Now, with this board, I was able to play everything pretty good. I mean, it had 16 gigs of RAM. I think that was all. I think it was maximum 32. It's only got 2 slots. But this board is still good. I have plans possibly for this. Think about buying an APU because it does have the video. I'm sorry, the light can't see it, but it does have a VGA and looks like a HDMI. Yeah. So from that, I went to. Let me set this over here. Now, a I'll show you the box. Yes, I jumped on the Tomahawk bandwagon. Two things I regret about this. One, you see the L sticker. I bought it from Micro Center. It was open box, which I've had pretty decent dealings with the open items. Usually it's just the I/O shield missing. But the second thing is, you'll notice it's not the Max version. I did not know at the time when I bought this that the Max version was out. Now, I was that same 1400 on this, the same graphics card, everything. And with that 1400 and that graphics card, I was playing Division 2 at 4K with between 25 and 30 frames per second. Not bad. I mean, I just got a 4K TV, that's what I was playing on, so I'm like, oh, let's see what it looks like on 4K. I know how it plays on 1080. So with that being said, here's the system still right here. Now, the one thing with this, okay, I can turn on, still do it with this. I might do it with this because this one's got a DVI port. This is going to become my media server and my game server. So all my game files, my backups and everything is going to be put on this once I get it built. So, with that being said, I had decided, because the prices I could get a deal on. I know you can't see it too well. Here we go. Get it to the funky. Anyway, this is my 3600X. Now you might be going, Wheeljack, why is it in the bubble plastic? Well, that board, Tomahawk 450, I had flashes, so I updated the BIOS, so it had the new AGESA support, so it would use this. I plopped this sucker in. It was blazing fast. I was, as example again, Division 2, instead of the 25 to 30, I was hitting, 30 to 40. It wasn't much of an FPS improvement, but there was no stuttering, which was beautiful. Until 5 days later. I thought there was a problem with the board because I couldn't get the 1400 to work on it again. So I had ordered an Asus, I forget what board it was, but it was a 570 because everybody wanted the 570s, and they were the only thing out that was guaranteed to work with the 3 series, period. So I bought a board, I plopped this in, still didn't work. I was able to get the 14 to work on the Tomahawk again, so I was back with the system, and that's where I left you last. I had the 1400, the R3 1400, with, please excuse the flashing brightness off and on. My TV's going through screensaver mode. So, where was I? Oh yeah. So I got the 1400 working again. So I've been using it as my media PC. I finally was able to get internet. Yes, I have internet. I believe the last time I talked to you guys, I did not have internet yet. Internet, I couldn't beat the deal. I'm getting 30 plus megs for $30 a month. I couldn't pass it up. And right now, Spectrum is the only thing I can get in the area. Wild stopped a block and a half away from me. Google Fiber in the area. I couldn't afford it even. They did have it. So anyway, so I turned around and attempted to do an RMD for this chip. Now, I explained to him, okay, I had the 450 board, I plopped the chip in, it was working fine. But I knew the BIOS needed to be updated. And this is what I'm telling them. So I updated the BIOS. Not the beta, but to the actual legitimate BIOS for the 3000 series. It worked fine for 5 days. On the 5th day, it started resetting and wouldn't boot at all. It's almost like doing a memory relearn. It quit working. They're like, well, can you give us a pitch? I'm like, how am I going to give you a picture of the BIOS other than this crappy phone and give you proof? They wanted me to go through so many hoops. And it was past the return policy from Micro Center because it took me about a month and a half, 2 months to get everything together for this. So, because I had to buy a new power supply. So, needless to say, I do have an RX 3600X. I'm using it as a display piece. I'm going to sort of be like Gamers Nexus. I'm in hardware on box. I'm going to have, the pieces sitting all over the place. So, that brings me up to now. So, what we have here, and I got to do this right without damaging the other two boards. We have another R5, and this is, it's going to be reversed for you guys because I'm using this, it's the 3600. I didn't get the X. The X was on sale. I couldn't pass it up. The thing that pissed me off is 2 days after I bought this, the 3600 went down to the price of this. I got this for like 150 bucks, and for some reason, the 3600 is all of a sudden like 159. I'm like, oh well, I'm not going to trade this in and get this. I got a running system. So with that being said, the board, and now, I obviously want a 4th gen PCI Express because I have drive in this system that is fast. It takes longer for my system to go through the post than it does to get into Windows. It takes literally, after post, and when it starts to do the window load, it takes like 2 seconds. But I have, and the reason I knew I wasn't going to go 3950X, because that's more, way too much more than I need. So I got the MSI X570A Pro, X570, says it right there, 4th gen, plus it's Zen, how they put it, AMD Ryzen 3000 desktop, compatible with 2000 and 3000 series. Now my 1400, the buy 100 listed, so I am worried about it. The 1400 can stay on the older board. So that's the upgrade from there. Now, running, do complete clean install. I mean, only thing that was saved is I did make a backup of all my files and documents, my passwords, the important stuff. Game saves, I had made sure, and then all the other ones I turned, including the Steam, I made a physical backup copy. I put it on my media flat USB hard drive. So I excuse me. So for the past month and a half since I got internet, the only thing my PC's been doing is sitting here. I'm streaming YouTube or watching Twitch, what other streaming service I have set up, while playing my PS4. So, I gotta tell you, this Star Wars Fallen Order, very addictive. I'm right now, I'm almost through the Russian maps. I'm I'd say about third way through. I just got into the second map area. I'm having a blast at that. Anything that's off-road related, I love. Today, I found, and why it takes Microsoft so long, I had lost the password to my account. I thought I knew what it was, but the system was the old password and never updated. So, I go in, and I'm like, change password. And it's like, oh, okay, TV shut off. And it's like, well, we will send it to your email. I'm like, I no longer have that email. Oh, do you have to step off the, do you more? I had to wait a month for them to okay it, for me to turn around and change my password. That's right, a month. So today I got my password changed. I'm finally able to download Forza Horizon 4 again. The only thing that's sad is I no longer have Forza Horizon 3. Because I had both 3 and 4. But they don't have 3 on the store anymore, which sucks. Because I had it on the Xbox, but I punched the code in and it let me download it for the PC. But they don't have it on the store anymore. So was it Gears of War 4? The one where you play as Marcus's son? And Forza Horizon 4 is downloading now. And the thing that really got me is they don't have Forza 7. I wanted to get that. My buddy's been talking about it, so I wanted to get it, and him and I start playing. But anyway, I digress. Great, I'm starting to sound like Jay's 2 cents now. Let's see how many tech channels I can turn around and mention in this video. And yes, I want all of them. So, the other drawback I had real nice, it's a 24-inch Asus gaming monitor with FreeSync. It had 1 millisecond time. It played great on my PS4 and the Pro, and it worked great on my computer until about a week ago, and it started getting white artifacts. I'm like, well, maybe it's the cable. I swapped the cable. Still doing it. I tried the VGA or my graphics card. So I found my old trusty Acer 24-inch monitor that I bought back in 2008. Facts. So my gaming monitor is, I'm going to tinker with it. Once I get a soldering iron, I'm going to tinker with it, see if I can find out. So, as of right now, all my PC solder is re-downloaded. I just have to, no, I don't have to get OBS. OBS was installed. I'll tell you one thing. The Radeon graphics drivers for my 580X or my 8 gig was because Windows and the MSI loaded the basic Microsoft driver, and it was a pain in the butt to get rid of it. I had to go through some to get rid of it. Finally got rid of it, turned around and got it all running again. So I know it's not my graphics card. My graphics card is good for a couple more years. Now, as for the 1400X, I'm thinking about taking the 1400X and putting it back into 320 board. Cheap graphics card for that, just so I have some type of video. And then the 450, I'm gonna get an APU and put in it, so that'll be my media server. So I can have a media server and then have a secondary system in the bedroom that I can turn around and stream all my stuff through another monitor once I get one. So here's where I stand. Right now I have no way to capture gaming content other than PC. Capture My Pro is out of the question. That is being worked on, but I'm waiting until the PS5 comes out, because I want to see what issues popular gamers and streamers are going to have with their capture cards. Because I'm looking at an Elgato 4K 60 internal card. They got bought out by Corsair, I believe. Yes. Don't quote me on that. I think it was Corsair. And the moment they got bought out, the prices went back up, because they were slowly dropping down. I was ready to snag one. Then they announced that they got bought out, and boom, the prices went back up to outrageous prices for it. So, does that mean I'm going to be recording in 4K? Oh, no. Too much hard drive space there. Hence the reason why of the media server, because it's not only going to be a media server thing, it has 6. I think it has like 6, Yes, got 6 SATA ports. And I did not know this, but my Tomahawk also had M.2s. So I'm going to get an M.2 for the BIOS, or for the BIOS, for Windows. And then get, just stupidly large hard drives for storage. My little passport, Western Digital passport drive. It's a 4 terabyte. I got over 100 and some odd movies on there, and it's not even half full yet. So throw in a couple 4 terabytes in there. I do got to upgrade the hard drives in my gaming system because I'm down to 130 gigs out of a 4 terabyte drive. So I got to update that. But yeah, so capture card, which I know is not going to be a big deal at first, because first I got to get a new microphone and mixer. Now I'm looking the same exact microphone I had, not before, but I had bought one. I had gotten one shortly before, or shortly after my wife passed away. I bought a new one, the new boom mic, the Technica A3020 or 2030 or something. Real nice mic. I tested it a couple times. I had a new mixer. The mixer fried on me. The microphone, due to circumstances, is no longer around. So I'm looking at the boom and the mixer. So I have to get those 3 things, then a capture card. Then I can get back to doing the normals after I get a desk. I can't find one that's interesting, so I may be making one. And if I make one, I'm going to do, I guess you can say sort of, or Jay's 2 cents type idea, where it is basically a work table, because that would give me more enough room, and I can turn around and add to it as I need to. There we go. I mentioned channels twice. So once those are done, then I can turn around and concentrate on getting normal. It's really hard at this time, as it is for everybody. But this time it's harder for me because I don't want to say I'm limited income, but I am limited in income. It took me a good, to be honest, it took my stimulus, half of my stimulus. I took half of it, got everything caught up that I needed to at that moment. And then I spent a couple hundred and got the parts I needed and got my system back up and running. For me to get little things, for me to get a game, I gotta save up like a month and a half. So that's a little bit how tight. Now, that may change once I get back into doing this stuff. I don't know. But I got, that was weird. My screen flashed green. I got between getting the parts that I need and getting parts I need for my Jeep, but my Jeep's 21 years old this year. Let's see, this is January, February, March. Last month, my Jeep turned 21 years old. Still got the original alternator, still got the original starter, still got the original distributor cap, original rotor in it, plugs, wires, and belt changed, but I got part of the stuff I gotta get pulled. Anyway, that's a whole different story. Someday I might take you guys out on a walk and show you what I've done with that. But yeah, that's basically what it is. So everything's a little tight right now, especially with the economy going. Luckily for me, was considered an essential business because my company provided protective equipment, masks, gloves, industrial grade Windex, stuff like that, as well as, especially now with states opening up and they're turning around putting mandates into having adequate ventilation in manufacturing and warehousing in those states that we're selling a lot of electric motors and belts for fan systems and filters. So that's been going up, which helped out because one of our biggest money draws, one of the things that makes us a lot of money, is the fact we have contracts with Disney as well as Six Flags and a handful of other smaller parks to provide non-ride essential parts. Now, what I mean by non-ride is, yes, we sell bearings, but the bearings we sell will not be found. We don't sell that high grade of a bearing. Matter of fact, they sell the bearings. They sell the hub bearing that would go on my Jeep, but they can't sell it to me because it's for automotive reasons. Our company does not want to be liable if I turn around, take that bearing, put it on my Jeep, which it works, but then that bearing goes bad, and they don't want me to come back and sue them. Or if, forbid, I get injured enough that my family would go back and sue them if they found out I bought the bearings from work, which I can understand. They don't want any of that happen. So, we deal with, it'd be like the bearings for, how shall we say, the bearings for, like, let's say, the conveyor systems, replacement bearing for the Midway game. There's a good example. The chain for the Midway game. Like if it had moving targets or something, the chain that would run that. But we also turn around, our biggest supplier, company we supply a lot to is Kraft Foods. So you're talking their motors, their chains, their drive systems, their electronics. Another big supplier, company we supply, UPS. You walk into distribution centers, your hubs, your local areas. They got a conveyor system, our chains on it, our motors running it. Well, more our chain I think they get from someone else. But their conveyor systems, our chains run it. That's all I got to say. So, minutes of babble. I guess I'm going on a tangent. But, that's an update. I know it's been a while. Even though I only got one view and one comment last time, I still want to keep those who are still subscribed to me, who may have notifications on, to turn on and say, oh, hey, Wheeljack is back. Let's see what he has to say. Oh, unfortunately, he's not playing video games yet. for that, I do apologize. Like I said, it's bad timing on things. But things are getting better. Now, I shall let you guys go. I'm going to sit back, relax, play some more SnowRunner. I enjoy that game so much, I really wish I could record it and show you guys the fun I have, because it is fun. All I gotta say is, if you're not into off-roading, it may not be a game for you. But it is, in my opinion, is 100 times better than Mud Runner. I hope they make a third one. For the name for the third one. Runner. Second one was SnowRunner. What's the third off-road? Well, actually, another off-road. Rocks. Sand. I say we call the third one Sand Runner. You gotta take stuff through the deserts in Arizona. So, Saber and Focus Gaming. I know you're not, but hey, there's an idea for you. So, I shall let you guys go. It's been Wheeljack. It's been fun. Hopefully we all get through this together. We'll be fine. Just don't do anything stupid. like lick a flagpole. I'm not gonna go into that. It's a story to my. Never mind. But even forget I said that. But be safe, be kind to each other, because I know we've been in a trying time, a stressful time, and I know a lot of the release has been in gaming and watching gaming, producing gaming videos, music videos, you know, the gamut. Online content, we shall say. Consuming and making online content. I know that's been ramped up quite a bit, but I do unfortunately know that there is a lot more haters online now because of this. Perfect example, I'm just going to leave you at this. Have you ever heard of the lady? I forget the lady's name. I just watched the thing about it a little bit ago. Skyrim Grandma. I never heard of this lady until recently. I'm like, okay, she's being immortalized in Skyrim 6, or Skyrim 6, Elder 6. She's an NPC in Elder Scrolls 6. She started out much like I did, with the same mentality. I play video games. I talk to myself. Why not record it? Maybe somebody enjoy it. That's what started me. So when I heard that she was being attacked by haters who were saying she shouldn't be on there, she's too old, she doesn't know how to play video games, you're not doing this right, you're not I agree with her. I can take it to an extent. But this poor lady would go in every day and delete hundreds of comments because of it. Now her, due to health conditions, which I'm not going to repeat what the health conditions are. If you want to find out, look up Skyrim Grandma. Her latest video, it'll tell you. Because technically me passing on their information is technically against him, because I'm sharing somebody else's health information, even though they made it public. So I don't want to turn around and cause that. But if you want to see her, check out Skyrim Grandma. She's a sweet lady. I just recently subscribed to her. I'm going to start watching her streams because I'm curious to see how she evolves. Because in a way, her evolution sort of mirrors mine. She started Skyrim, which is not a bad game to start on. I started Minecraft. Both started at the beginning at nothing. We both got to the point where we start going on, and we start creating our own storylines. So she is very similar in her playing as me. I'm glad she's continuing on. I'm a little saddened that she's, due to health conditions, which I hope she feels better, that she's cutting back on some of her gaming because of the stress. I admit I had a little bit of stress towards the end there, not as much because of the gaming, but because of the fact of I was that even though my wife had a health condition, that she let me continue, and she wanted to join us. She supported me. So unlike her, I had somebody there with me. Now I think she is by herself. I don't think she has anybody with her. I don't know her whole, but I had somebody behind me, sitting next to me. I no longer have that. So I'm starting from scratch. So I am counting on you guys, once I get back in, the few who have followed and stuck with me. And one of these days I'm going to give each and every one of you a shout out. It might take a while, because there's a handful that, even though I do not do any content anymore, have stayed subscribed to me. I know you may see the video and you may not comment. I respect that. Because there's many times I've gone on videos and I like something, but I didn't comment because there weren't enough nice things being, or there was a bunch of trolls and stuff, and I didn't want to defend the people and then get involved in the trolling and get angered and cause a problem. Because the best thing to do with trolls is just pretend they're not there. They're just like true trolls. They're mythical people. But anyway, now that I've rambled on for another 8 minutes on that subject, so I'm going to turn on and play some SnowRunner. I don't know if I'm going to finish it tonight, but I figured before I leave, this might take a couple minutes. Handful of games I am honestly waiting for. Cyberpunk before. I am waiting for Cyberpunk. I turn around one. I've been following that game since day one. I'm getting it. So I'm excited for the Cyberpunk. I'm excited for the new God of War, or not God of War. Well, that too when it comes out. But the new Assassin's Creed. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head because I haven't been in the loop like I used to be. I mean, I've been more to my farming sims, which are fun. I'm going to try to get back into Minecraft once I get a desk. And I have to get a new keyboard and mouse. But I think I'm going to turn around and support Gamers Nexus. Ooh, they got 3. So they're the #1 pick this week. But I'm going to get one of their large mouse pads. And I think I'm going to get one of their big anti-static mats. Just to hang on the wall. That thing's so freaking cool. If you turn around and look at board layout, it's not this exact board, but you'll notice one thing. The socket. People have noticed it. It's not an AMD, or it's not a Intel socket. It's an AM4 socket. I saw that, I was like, ooh. But I think that's kind of fair because I believe has something with the Intel sockets, because there's more Intel sockets at the time. At the time, there was like the 939, the 940, the TR4, and the AM4, where Intel had, I don't even know what sockets they had. There are so many of them. But anyway, this has been long enough. It's been going on for 41 minutes. A little bit. I think this rain's coming and we're expecting storms. So, be safe. Be kind to each other. There's just something stupid. I've been addicted lately to watching music videos of anime openings and stuff like that. People at work are starting to go nuts because I played 34 songs that everybody's like, what the hell are they saying in this song? And it's like, oh, it's anime, whole version for you. So that's one way to mess with them. So yeah, thank you guys. Enjoy your days. Be kind to each other. Be safe. Back to the way we were, because things are going to change, hopefully. I know I'm patiently waiting the day that when the whole wear a mask, it was optional for work, because we had split up our crews. But now seeing businesses ramping up, we were working 6 hours, getting paid 8. We had a half-hour gap in between the two crews. Now the crews are overlapping by an hour and a half. Okay, phone, whatever. We now have to wear masks. And wearing that mask for 7 hours a day, the first day I nearly passed out because I couldn't breathe. It obstructed my airflow so much, so I got one of these balaclavas, I think they call them. I got a blue one and an orange one. I'm gonna do a picture later and send them to my friends. Go, because this one's orangish yellow. The other one's blue. Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and put Corona Con to him and see what he says. He would love it. Him and I used to have Mortal Kombat. What the heck are the tests during lunch period at work? Because I was fucking. But anyway, so I move back to this hand. See my janky light and my not so bright kitchen. I shall see you guys next time. I do not know when the next time I'll be able to do a video with more of an update, but things are going to go slow. I might get a cheap microphone in the time period between now and getting a good one, just one that plugs into the mic input. I know it's not going to be the greatest, but it's going to be something. I might just get a new headset. There we go. I'm going to look into gaming headsets. If you got a gaming headset that sounds good, let me know. I used to have a Turtle Beach. Loved that thing. I had a SteelSeries. I think it might still be around. I'll have to look. There were many things that I was able to grab that I don't know if I grabbed, or I grabbed them and threw them out. But I know that the headband going across the top of your head got twisted. So I may have tossed it. I don't know. If you guys have any recommendations. So, like I said, this has been Wheeljack. Be safe. Don't do anything stupid. Enjoy the content of myself or others. So long.